Once upon a time, there were two best friends. One of them had a computer and the other one sucked.
Okay. Oh my god, I just realized I'm fucking out of dark chocolate at home. I don't want to have to stop anywhere to get dark chocolate. Why is my life so hard?
I don't feel like that is actually a very hard part of life.
It is. It's difficult because the place where I like to get my dark chocolate is Publix, and Publix closes at 9.
Well, then just get it somewhere else.
No, they don't have the dark chocolate I like. They have dark chocolate that helps endangered animals.
How do you know?
Because that's the brand.
What's the brand?
I think it's literally called Endangered Species, in which, like, all the funds go to, like things for like animal preserves and stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome back to Chillin with the Villains. Today's topic. Oh man, I should not say that. That actually. This was back in the 90s. That would have gotten me in trouble. If it got Magic in trouble, it got me in trouble. Anyway, today's topic.
They have it at Food Line.
Well, what time does Food Line close?
They don't close till like 11.
Well, I don't want to have to take an Uber there. I'll just get it tomorrow when I go grocery shopping. There was a solution to this, and I just needed to get there myself. Okay.
Okay.
Like you and I have a similar problem, or more accurately, a similar character trait, because we're all just tropes.
Yeah.
In God's eyes.
Yeah.
In which
just caricatures of ourselves.
You and I prefer to come to our own conclusion of something, even if it is the obvious one.
True. Yes.
Even if we knew, if it's someone else giving us the idea and we know it's the right one, we want to come to the conclusion that it's the right one. Mm-hmm. We suffer from it in different ways. Uh-huh. I'm much more vocal and baby rage about it than you are.
Yeah.
But I'm also usually quicker to admit that it's the right way. I'm just much louder and much angrier about it.
All right. So here's the point in the Chillins usually where we fall back on reminiscing about the past, right?
We did that in episode 1.
we're gonna skip that fucking part, right? And we're gonna go right to the future, baby. So, a hypothetical.
Are you gonna fuck me in the future,
no.
or? Well, we're going back to the past.
Hypothetical. What if tomorrow you had to come up with a whole new system of government for the whole world to follow?
The Gundam fight.
The Gundam fight?
Yeah.
I can't even be mad at that.
Yeah, because it's
cool as fuck.
Hold on. Here's my divisive political. Here's my divisive political opinion that we said we weren't going to do.
Yep.
Despite what people in several branches of military, as well as high-ranking government officials, and high-ranking government officials will tell you, the United States of America is not a meritocracy. It has not been a meritocracy since fucking 1776. What's actually wrong with this fucking country is that the people who should be getting the good things because they're doing the good things are not getting them, and people like fucking Donald Trump are president. People who haven't done shit in their lives to earn anything. Those people need to be... That turns into a Hitler thing. People who haven't earned respect need to earn it instead of expecting it. Let me put it like that instead. As well as people who... You should get what you've earned, is what I'm saying. And that's what the Gundam fight will promote.
Except I don't think it does, because all the Gundam fight actually promotes is either the best engineers or the best pilots.
Well, yeah, and they've earned that.
But those things I wouldn't say are telling of leadership qualities.
So that, to me, doesn't fucking matter. That's always why I've kind of, in basically any form of some kind of government, the person who has fucking earned the right to be the leader should be the leader. And if it turns out they're bad, they need to be fucking ousted.
Mm-hmm. I can agree with that. But
Yeah.
that isn't different than our current system, and that's a problem. The earning the right now is just purchasing it.
I know, which
That's
is
how you
why
earn
it
it.
needs to be the Gundam fight. Because, like, even if it's, China has the best engineers, or Russia has the best, like, pilots, that doesn't matter because everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And it doesn't matter if in the simulations you were exceeding all expectations. When I blow your fucking Gundam's arm off and then blow up your cockpit because I'm a psychopath and a robot, what's all that skill gonna do for you?
Once again, I don't know if electing leadership based on psychopaths and robots is like the best leadership we
That's
really
why
could.
I said divisive political opinion is meritocracy, because it doesn't actually vet out who's a good leader. It just means this person went through something to earn this opportunity, and either they're good or they're bad. And that's not to the wishes of that nation's people.
So I'm gonna give you a pass on that one, right? I'm gonna let it slide because I actually believe that my beliefs are far worse, like far more psychopathic. The future that I would paint
So, see, here's the thing.
looks so different.
This is only the version of events that I'm willing to put in public. It gets much worse, but I have a potential political career in the future because of the Gundam fights, okay? because of the Gundam fights.
Why would you be chosen as a Gundam pilot?
Because I'll kill them otherwise. I'm the one with a Gundam.
But you don't have a Gundam.
No, but I'm starting the Gundam fights.
You're gonna build the Gundam?
Yeah.
But you're not an engineer.
I don't fucking care. Give a man a hammer and everything looks like a nail, right?
If I give you a hammer, will you build a Gundam?
Yes.
Right now.
Yes. I found my hill and I'll die on it.
So, my future, right? My government.
Everyone will be blonde haired and blue eyes.
It starts with the children. Okay? This is my most extreme opinion.
Hold on, let him cook. Chat, let him cook.
This is my most extreme opinion. I don't think kids should be raised by their biologic mother and father. I think that kids should be raised by professionals who are trained to raise children.
I don't think that's that bad at all.
I know a million people that would crucify me for that, but
yeah, but I'm pretty sure they also don't raise their own kids. So
it's just a fucking thing. Like, we entrust so much of our society's future to Tommy and Sally, right? Who have no fucking clue what they're doing with their kid.
it'd be kind of fucked up if you said Tommy's actual wife's name.
I'm just saying, like, I am terrified at the prospect of fatherhood, right? Because, like, I'm gonna fuck it up. Like, I just will. And you know me, I'm obsessive and I like to learn. And I'm going to learn as much as I can about fatherhood.
Yeah.
But there's only so much you can get from a fucking book. Now, a trained professional, somebody who has their entire life been taught wholesome and proven techniques to child management and
Child rearing.
developing their skills, their emotional well-being, like rearing mentally sane and productive members of society, right? Like, just really protecting these kids like it's their job because it's their job.
So, I'm gonna jump in here, right? Because I do agree with you. I
Yeah.
do think kids need to be raised by people who are qualified to raise kids.
Yes.
And you being like, people who would crucify you for saying that are the same people that try to buy their kids affections and don't try to raise them.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Like, generally, I don't know specifically which people you're talking about.
I don't know.
But those are the types of people who would hire a full-time nanny to watch their kids.
I think that there are some parents out there that would disagree with me that are very loving, very kind, were well equipped for their children.
I think depending on
provided a safe, welcoming home that really like nurtured them, right?
I think it really depends on what day you ask my parents, but they might agree with you.
But like, those parents are the people that I want raising everybody's fucking kids.
Yeah,
you know 100%, what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that is what my system would be designed to do. I think that kids should be raised in, I'm going to call them pods. It's going to be like a group, somewhere between like 10 to 15.
Should they also go to a house, like a housing system for 7 years?
I mean, they would grow up together, yeah. They would grow up in like...
Now, should there be like house leaders for these pods?
No.
Is there going to be a headmaster who awards points?
They're going to have like a teacher, right? It's probably actually going to be 2, maybe 3 parents. I'm going to put air quotes around that shit. But like these people who are trained to raise children, right? And they're each going to raise about 10 to 15 kids. And those kids, like, that's going to be their neighbors when they grow up. That's
You're describing the land of fire hidden in the village, hidden in the leaves.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, you're describing literally Konoha.
Kind of.
This
is
Naruto.
Like, but actually,
I'm in.
Because those, you know how well those kids are going to work together?
Yeah.
And like function as a group. Like,
which goes back to something I've been saying in my real life, is that the only way humanity progresses properly is through community. And it's to be concerned about the community and to do things for the community. And
it is specifically to develop a sense of community, and they're gonna have to clean up after themselves, right? They're gonna have to keep their area, like their I'm gonna call it a neighborhood, but like their surroundings, they're gonna have to keep them clean, well organized, and running, and they're going to be given the tools and instruction to do so.
And then if anybody tries to threaten the stability and the unity of the neighborhood, will bomb them.
but like you get where, like, I could see that producing like a very well-oiled functioning society.
Well, so
the issue is it puts all child rearing essentially
in the hands of like 2 or 3 people.
Well, in the hands of ultimately
the government.
Yeah. Which people hate that fucking idea. And I get it, because the government that we have is inept. And is not made up of children who were raised to be safe, emotionally healthy,
so here's the thing.
Adults.
Our forms of government are actually very copacetic.
Mm.
The reason why is all the people that dissent I'll kill in the Gundam fight. Which then, once then, I win the Gundam fight and I'm the leader, we can institute your system. Which will then raise a community to continue to win the Gundam fight.
I think that it would be a shocking change, and I think that doing it properly would be nigh on impossible, right?
Yeah, I mean, doing basically anything properly.
As long as we're just, like, wishing for shit.
Yeah.
Like, that is what I think a productive society would actually look like. Is a group of people who have grown up working together, know how to emotionally support each other, care about their community, and care about their neighbors, right? Care about each other to the sense that they are like siblings, functioning in a greater society as a whole. Some of them would go on to become the parents. Some of them would go on to become the, raising the next generation.
Now, what are going to be the leadership ranks? I think the top one should be the Hokage.
It's not Naruto.
You're describing Naruto. That's the thing.
They worked in groups of 3 with a teacher
who raised them, essentially, taught them the value of teamwork, and then all these kids will then go up to become the adults who then teach the next generation, the Borutos, perhaps.
Man, they really looked at Kakashi and was just like, you didn't have a father. Here's the orphans.
So, you want to know what's fucking crazy about that? So, as y'all may know, I have reconsumed so much Naruto. So much over the last few months, right? And Kakashi Hatake, right? Had every right to be a fucking villain. His dad killed himself because he was shamed by the village for abandoning the mission to save his comrades. And you know what Kakashi does? He instills in his children the Sasuke's, the Naruto's, the Sakuras.
Pretty chill not to have a dad.
Kind of. Like, he pretty much teaches them, like, abandoning your friends, abandoning your community is worse than not completing your assigned task. And that's precisely what you were trying to mention here, is that we just need more Kakashis who also, were raised as child soldiers. Basically what you're wishing for is child soldiers.
No, not
No,
that.
that's what I'm warping it into, because it's my thing now. We're back to Naruto. With me, okay, so here's what I found, right? As it turns out, in my adult life, everything comes back to Naruto, Dragon Ball, and Pokemon. Those are my core memories. That's what everything comes back to.
Put your shirt back on.
No, it's hot. It's hot. And I need the air to hit my bare skin better.
This has been the topic of aliens. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.